I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. I'd like to welcome Gloria Canis to the show. Hi.
Hi. It's nice to be here.
I appreciate you coming on. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Well, my name is Gloria Canis. I am a residential coyote spirit. I am sassy, scuffy, scruffy, wily, dorky, derpy, a little bit of a turd, and all around purebred, 100% wholesomely scuffed.
Well, that sounds all American to me.
I love it.
I appreciate you coming on. When did you get started as a VTuber?
VTubing was about, I want to say maybe 3 or 2.5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly started out, like, in all honesty, everyone should start out with PNG tubing.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a little extra, and I just thought, I've always wanted to do voices for cartoons. Now that I get to be my own cartoon, might as well go ahead and bite the bullet. So I did. I commissioned a model, and I've never looked back.
Yeah, excellent. Have you been able to do any voice acting work?
No.
Oh, well, I mean, it's still out there,
Oh yeah, it is. It's just with the way that my time schedule is.
Mm.
So I work, and then I come home, and then when I get home, I'm just like, okay, yeah, let's just do this, and maybe rest, and then go back to work.
Yeah, and stupid life getting in the way of everything.
Pretty much.
Well, the thing is now that everybody has this technology where you can record at home. You don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be in the big hubs of production to do your stuff. So I know a couple of folks who've sent out blind demos, blind auditions, and gotten some pretty big roles. So it's yeah. So I hope you give it a shot. I continue to give it a shot.
Yeah, one of my best friends, you know him, Icy.
Mm-hmm.
Just got done with a book.
Yeah.
Which was great.
Yeah, that's a heck of a voice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm super stoked for him.
Yeah, I was talking with Icy, and I wanted to curl up in a corner and said, "Yes, sir, you can have the rest of the show."
Definitely good with a good blanket, good cup of coffee, and rainy day.
Yeah,
let's listen.
Absolutely. Well, we have plenty of that this last day. So were you a content creator before you did the VTuber thing?
No.
Mm.
No, I am brand new. I dove in.
Mm. So what brought it? What made the decision for you?
In all honesty, it was more of the well, if I don't do this now, am I going to regret it later? Sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I just decided to start researching and then trying to find my own way into content creation.
You somebody who always wanted to entertain people?
I thought that I had the personality to entertain.
Mm-hmm.
I know I have a lot of personal stories that would entertain people.
Mm-hmm.
I also know that according to my family and my friends around where I live, not on the internet, they say that I'm very entertaining, but most of the stuff that I usually do at family gatherings is just listen. I listen to what everyone tells me happened in their life, and I honestly think that life experience is like the best story to actually come about.
Oh yeah.
And now that I have a full-time job, I say, usually when I start streaming, I go like, chat, you want to hear a story? Usually they'll say yes or no, and I'll either say about what happened during the day or my own personal experiences with the stuff that I repair or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's that sometimes the true life stuff is you can't make that stuff up.
Exactly.
You couldn't think of that, and if you did, you're probably in trouble.
Hmm.
You need some help. But it and I come from a family of tall tale tellers.
Hmm.
And my grandfather used to tell some really amazing stuff, and I'm doing the same with my grandson. Telling
Aw.
I take Grandpa's tales and kind of embellish a little bit of my own onto it. Do you do that with with the stuff you tell folks? Do you add a little extra to it, or?
Well, for the stories that my dad told me when he was in his youth.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad had two girls.
Mm.
So he would tell my sister, who's 12 years older than me,
Mm.
stories, and then when I was born, he would tell me stories, and I could tell stories about what he told me, and it would still be like he was telling some random stranger the story, and I like that because my dad had this personality where you couldn't make an enemy out of my dad. He was always like your best friend
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he had the life that everybody wanted to have,
Mm.
but in actuality, he was just going like, no, this really happened.
Yeah.
This really happened. I'm not telling you a tale. I really did do this.
And folks who didn't know him like, uh-huh, but
Yeah.
he had such a personality then that everybody was like okay, and
Okay.
and
Yeah.
yeah, that's a real special thing to have. It's That's something you can't teach. you
Oh
just
no,
you
no,
just
it was given. It was
Yeah,
definitely given.
absolutely, yeah. And see, when you get a tale like that, that's some tales that are passed down through the family, and every generation adds a little bit to tales as they go through. I,
Hmm.
I can't wait to see
Yeah.
my grandkids now tell their grandkids later on, and I hope I'm around for it.
Hmm.
It'll be a while, but
And and the best thing about these tales that when they do pass on from generation to generation, and of course, as you said, they put their own spin on it,
mhm.
but the essence of the story is still there.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
for example, I have, like I said, my sister is 12 years older than me.
Hmm.
She has kids of her own,
Hmm.
and I've told my youngest nephew every once in a while stories of her childhood, stuff that she probably would not want me to say. But since they were told by my dad to me,
Yeah.
I figured that circumvented the I'm going to beat you senseless if you tell this to my children sort of thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
You're that auntie.
I am the cool aunt, and I live on the edge, and I love it.
That's a good way to go. That's a good way to go. Now, when you're on stream, what can I expect from seeing you on stream?
Um, for that, what I the most response that I've gotten back from my Scuffies, my community, is that it's a very welcoming, warm, funny vibe that I give.
Mm.
That I give the impression that okay, I can finally watch someone who plays a game, who talks, who discusses the game,
Mm.
and tells about their day and stuff like that. They're just a normal person playing video games, and I
Mm.
think the streaming community don't don't mistake this, and I have to say this a certain way, otherwise I'll lose my train of thought.
Yes.
I think some of it is I think the streaming community has a whole lot of pretense, I guess is the word.
Mm.
Sort of what you call it? Oh, what's the word?
Mm. I like pretense. I think that's pretty good for it. But um, the a lot of show.
Yeah.
and no
Pomp and
go.
circumstance.
There you go. There you go. A little bit of that. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that. I can see that. And you're more down to
Which is,
earth.
I try to be. I
Mm,
try to be.
yeah. Well.
True. We all set up OBS. We all set up uh, Stream Elements or Streamlabs. We edit our titles, and Lord willing, if you have good friends who are moderators and stuff, they'll go like, "Yeah, you're good. Sound check's good. Blah blah blah," and then you hit the go live button.
Mm-hmm.
Or you hit the go live button, and then, like me, you test everything on air, make sure that everything's going good, because you can't hear it through your headphones.
Right.
But everybody else, if they can hear it, they're like, okay, it's good.
Oh.
Sweet. I have your approval. Let's go.
Yeah. There's nothing like, and I did this a few times, well, all those times on the radio, where you think you're on, and you're not, and you just did 5 minutes of nothing.
Yeah.
And while they're trying to figure out what's wrong, but you can't hear them because it can be pretty much a nightmare. But for you, it seems like this approach certainly lends itself to a more a personal relationship with your chat. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Is that what you look for at the beginning?
I would say so. The whole point of building a community around a stream, I think you have to have some personality to it. Otherwise, you're just going to look like another digital figure in the digital space, which is kind of like you were in radio, so like you had to, put yourself out there. Be like, okay, this is me, but I'm also doing a radio show. Here's my radio show.
Right.
Let's see who stops by.
Right, exactly. Yeah. If you're doing a radio talk show, you are absolutely at the mercy of people calling in, because if you have a guest, you can lean on the guest a little bit. If you don't have a guest, you are absolutely alone, and it's you and the audience. And for a lot of folks who are streaming, I think that happens too, where if you're not in a collaboration with somebody, or you're not, nose deep in a particular game, you're really relying on that chat to interact with you to keep the stream going. Have you found that ever to be a problem?
Before I started VTubing, I was a little bit of an IRL streamer. I did find it difficult because I would average about 3 or so views every once in a while, and most of them were lurkers, which is understandable.
Right.
Like, I get it. You need to do what you need to do. Go and do it. I don't mind that at all. But I would just go into I would like to call it, since you're in radio, Paul Harvey. You ever hear of Paul Harvey?
Oh, Paul Harvey for a long time. Yes.
Yeah. I would just look up like all of his old stories that he would tell, and I would just reiterate them every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
But for like video games.
Oh. So you kind of adapt them to the video games, or you kind of sprinkle them into the video games?
I sprinkled them in during gameplay.
That's good. So you have that extra option to fall back on and bring people in. That's really cool. That shows a great deal of preparation. Are you that type of person that prepares a lot before going on?
No.
Oh. You started laughing before I even finished the question.
I honestly just wing it. I just wing it.
Yeah, well, I mean, but the Paul Harvey thing. If people don't know, Paul Harvey was a beloved radio figure. You would see, you would hear Paul Harvey news on stations from serious talk formats to top 40 to, I mean, any station who could grab Paul Harvey for his little 5-minute block kept a hold on. My radio station was not on the right network at the time in the 80s to get Paul Harvey.
No,
we were, We were on CBS and Mutual, and he was on, I think, ABC at the time. And
Oh,
and our station, which was a talk format at the time, paid another station in town to get him from them. And so
wow.
yeah, we ended up getting Paul Harvey because that station was a music format. But I think we really paid, and it was, it paid off in the long run. But stations were willing to pay other radio stations to get in the same market,
Oh yeah.
get Paul Harvey, and that was quite a deal at the time. They certainly didn't want to help us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. We got to have at least a little bit of Harvey. Come on.
Yes.
Just like 5 minutes.
Yes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes is all we need. And I see a lot of parallels between radio and what VTubers are doing, because so much of it depends on the personality and a person's voice, what you're able to get across with your voice. Radio is all of that. While you have a avatar and a model and other bits and bobs you can use, you still comes down to the personality of the person doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. And did that kick in with you a little bit when you first started? That where you first started getting some more people coming in and realizing that they are actually there for you and not necessarily what you're doing.
It still kicks in every once in a while. I'm still blown away by new people just coming in every once in a while, and I'll just go like, "Oh my gosh, you're new! Hi, how are you?" And I can just imagine, like, we're all in this like figurative space, and I see a new chatter come in. I'll scoot my chair up and go like, "Hi, how are you? Welcome on in." And I just want to be like that open, warm, friendly hospitality that I am, but I don't want to like overstep my bounds.
Right.
Because I'll just go like, no one gets the Texas hospitality. No one gets that anymore.
Nope.
Darn it.
Nope. It's for a select few.
It is.
Yes. Well, that's the type of approach I always liked to have in radio, was the personal one-on-one type of experience, because to me, I was always a guest in someone's house. They're tuning in and bringing me into their life, so I'm talking to them one-on-one. It certainly helped me over. There was a couple of times where I'd had a lot of people listening when I was doing like college football stuff and all that. I know there was a lot of people there. I didn't think about it at the time, but I knew there was. But if you still talk the one-on-one type of thing, it makes it a very more personal experience for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah. And have you caught yourself every once in a while trying to play to a group of people rather than one-on-one, or have you been able to continue with the conversational format?
I would say probably about 50-50. So there will be times where like one of my regulars would come in, one of my mega community members, I guess you say mega community members, one of my original community members would come in and go like, "I've had a day." And I'll just ask, the question, wait for them to type it out. All the while, I'll still be going on with chat and go like, "Hey, blah, 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 in this game. I'm thinking about playing this game. What do you guys think?"
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And then once they're done, I'll read it. And then I will just go like straight to like personal mode and go like, "Look, dude, I get it. I've had a day too. I understand. I hope it gets better for you. Please put your feet up, get your favorite beverage, get some popcorn, veg out.
Yeah.
You deserve it."
Yeah. Yeah. And popcorn is a vegetable, so it's good for you.
It's true.
Just like pizza's got all the food groups in it, and grease.
Okay, well, we're not going there. We'll not go there.
Oh, it's what I live on.
Might be what you live on. I can't live on it.
It was the breakfast of champions when I was single. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. But I understand what you're saying. You have to kind of pick and choose. You have to be agile, verbally
Hmm.
agile and mentally agile in order to keep up a a a group such as that in chat. Was that something you adapted to very quickly, or did you kind of have to learn it as you go?
Um, I think that I would say it was kind of a give and take
Mm.
sort of thing. Since I wanted to be a voice actor,
Mm-hmm.
and where I am, our community colleges don't have, courses for voice acting because when I went to community college, it was not as prevalent as it is now.
Mm.
So there was no like real coursework for how to be a VA.
Right.
So I just took acting one,
Mm-hmm.
acting two, but the one that I really loved was improv. I
Mm.
loved improv.
Yes.
And I think my improv studies took over,
Yeah, I can see that.
sort of.
Yeah, well,
And
that makes
I
sense.
guess you could also kind of relate it to like, for example, like a job interview.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of having the employer going like, "So tell us a little bit about yourself," your chat wants to know a little bit about yourself. So you just go like, "Hi, my name is Gloria," blah 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 blah, and stuff like that.
Right, right, and again, that improv will keep you on your toes and able to react because you just never really know what's going to come next.
Hmm.
And you have to be you have
Hmm.
to be prepared in some way because if somebody comes on and decides to, I always say the words, pour mud in your Cheerios,
Oh yeah,
you have to
I know exactly what happens.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have to deal with that in some particular way. Has that been easy for you to take care of when that happens?
Um, when it happens, it is easy to take care of because I uh, I I equate it to uh, it being on the internet
Hmm.
and going like, look, I know you're having a bad day. I know you're probably new here, but did you read the rules? If you read the rules, then follow them. If you don't read the rules, then I'm sorry. I'm going to have to kick you from the channel. And if they huff and puff about it, I'll just go like, look, you didn't follow the rules. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Mm. That's very level-headed of you. I'm-
Well, I grew up in a very level headed house.
I would have to me it would have depended on the situation, of course, but and when I was doing the talk radio thing, especially sports talk radio, which is a different animal in itself, um,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you react different ways to different things, and
I would
keeping
imagine that there's some heat involved.
oh, there was. Yeah, I would get, especially one season for a major college football team, they went 0-11.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, and guess who took the brunt of that season? The
You
the
did.
post game call in host.
Uh huh. Yep.
Yeah, that was.
You
I lost
you
some.
turned into the punching bag.
Yeah, I lost some skin
Oof.
just blasting over the phone. But the how you react to it is you have to be proportional in doing so. And as a youth, I wasn't always proportional to doing that sort of thing. I
Hmm.
admit it. But it sounds like you're very while you refuse to say that you're prepared for it. It sounds like to me that you're more prepared than you let on.
I since I read since I researched a lot of stuff, I guess you could say that I am prepared. Mentally, I would probably say that I'm more prepared for everything to drop.
Mm,
Mentally, I'm prepared for that.
yeah,
Physically, no one knows where I live.
right.
I'm all right with that. I'm okay with that. There's nothing really that bad. And if anything does happen, uh, you know, stuff happens.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
just have to roll with the punches. But I think spiritually, I'm more prepared because I don't really, I guess you could say, am so invested.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you'd say of course I am invested in my community.
Right.
I want to know if their day is okay, what's going on, stuff like that.
Right.
But in all hindsight, all of this could go away with a snap.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I mean,
And if that does happen, when it does happen, I just hope that I could have provided some joy to everybody.
yeah, and yourself.
And that's all I care about.
Yeah, but you're doing it for you too, right?
A little bit, yeah. I want to see if I can do it.
Mm.
And at the moment right now, I still seem to be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So of course I'll go and do it.
Yeah. I mean, you're not throwing yourself into things you're not enjoying.
Oh no.
I mean,
I love doing it. I love, for example, there was a hiatus that I had to take because of work. My mom's going through cataract surgery at the moment, so
oh boy.
Currently I'm off. I've got one more off day, and it just I have to go back for about a week and 2 days, and then the other one happens. So I'm going to be working my butt off, and I'm not going to be streaming.
Yeah.
So when that does happen, and then when I finally hit the go live button again, I'm going like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you guys in so long. Because it's true. I feel like that week turned into a month, which turned into a year,
right.
And I blinked and it didn't happen.
Yeah. And to come back and find people are still there waiting for you.
Oh, that's the biggest joy ever. I'm dead serious. That makes me so happy.
Yeah, it is.
Especially when someone comes in and go like, I've missed you. No way, I've missed you too. Hi.
It's so redeeming, isn't it? I mean, it's justifying in a way to know that people are out there enjoying the fact that you're there, and people who are maybe on the other side of the planet that you would not have interacted with in any way 20 years ago, now know who you are and tune in to watch you play a game or interact with you and say hello on chat. That's something that can really throw you for a loop if you're not ready for it.
It's so inspiring, honoring, and at the same time, pardon me, but it's like, oh crap, they know me now.
Oh no, that's definitely true too. That's the second phase. When the tide goes back.
The undertow happens. Be prepared.
Oops.
Yep.
Then I stuck myself out there, and now. Well, you said you wanted to be a voice actor from early on. Once you realized that you were putting yourself out there, did you have any regrets at that point, or did you have any little all of a sudden, why did I do this type of moments?
Not those types of moments. I had a moment where, oh crap, I put myself out there. What are they going to think of me?
Yeah.
That was my thought. What are they going to think of me?
Yeah, that takes some courage to do. And I know people say, "Oh, you're not climbing a mountain or anything." Well, it's not a physical mountain.
It might be a molehill to you, but it was a mountain to me.
Yeah. There's artists and everybody, whether you're a performer or an artist or whatever. It's one thing to do it in the privacy of your home or for yourself, but then you show it to somebody else, and there's a lot of us who would rather just stay in our shell.
Oh yeah,
and because even if you have the potential to be a really good artist, you always have that potential if you don't show it to somebody else. If you show it to other people and they're like, don't ever do this again, then
Yeah.
that potential is gone. It does take some courage.
Yeah. I think the biggest act of courage that I ever had at the moment is after I started VTubing, I saved up my own work money.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a little bit of extra. So I started to commission a cover song.
Mm.
And to this day, it's like one of the most watched of my videos on YouTube. And I thank everybody who helped me out in that. I know it was a process. And I am just so grateful that it's still there and that but it looks great. I sound totally not like myself, so I'm really, really grateful for that.
Oh, now.
I got during the process the accent got dropped, which was great because I was like, oh, the hick's gonna come out. No, not on this word. No, you're not supposed to sing it this way.
Like I guess Midwesterners with our R's. R.
Right. I have a friend who is able to roll his R's, and he's from a southern part of my state.
Yeah.
And I just look at him and go like, how in the world do you do that? I can't do that. I can't roll my R's. Yeah. And I just and he just goes like, well, get good. And I'm like, you turd, you.
Thank you for that wonderful advice.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'm from the section of the U.S. where REO Speedwagon came from. So there's one song they do, and you can hear he goes, forever. You just, like, well, you definitely know where they come from.
Yep.
There's definitely
every once in a while, one of my other friends will, and I know he's from up north.
Yeah.
So he'll say, "Wada," or "Wada,"
"Wada,"
and I was just like, I'm just like, it's water. And he just goes, and he just says coffee, and I'm just like, no, it's coffee.
One of my coworkers is from Eastern Tennessee, and she's just the sweetest thing, and she gets we mercilessly. Every once in a while, she'll throw off, and she'll lose like three syllables in a word. We're like, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
And especially when I'm talking about things like oral.
Good. My personal cross to bear is the difference between can't and cannot.
Oh.
And my issue is because my accent comes out really, really, really heavy, especially when I get mad. And that's when I start shortening words. And I remember this one time I got so fed up with an episode of I think it was like Judge Judy that Mom and I were watching at the same time. And I got so fed up with this one lady, and she was like, I get offended when someone like from my home city and my home state is acting like a complete nut job.
Yeah.
And I just like said, well, what do you mean you can't? What in the world is wrong with you?
Total regression.
I just looked at my mom and I was like, I am so sorry I yelled.
Yes, you went back to a primal state.
I did. The instincts took over.
Feral Gloria at the time. That's funny. That's funny. You know, when you're on, what type of games are you playing?
At the moment right now, I'm playing Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. I love Digimon. Digimon, I'm sorry, Pokemon fans, is way better. At least our monsters get to talk.
You?
instead of psychic link through telepathy and then confuse you to death.
Yeah, that's something I don't enjoy about Pokemon.
I'm sorry.
Hurt itself in its confusion.
Yeah.
Like, great.
Yeah. Go like, why did you confuse yourself? How did you confuse yourself? Please explain. But we're also playing Expedition 33. I need to get back into Ghost of Tsushima. I mostly play single player games.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played a multiplayer game in I think about 3-4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be pretty decent in Destiny 2 in PvP.
Yeah.
But don't even get me started on Trials of Osiris, because then all the real sweaty palms and tryhards actually did come out, and I was just like, I'll be lucky if I even get 3 matches.
Yeah. It's do you do a lot of any collaborating at all, or are you single driver most of the time?
I try. I would be more than honored for any type of collab, unless it has to deal with me getting scared out of my mind. I don't do horror at all. I am a total and complete baby when it comes to horror.
Don't blame you one bit.
Yeah, I'm getting my courage up to play Subnautica. I bought Subnautica.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, so I don't have thalassophobia in real life.
Right.
But I have atmospheric virtual thalassophobia in a video game.
Man, that's not even a first world problem. That's a virtual world problem.
I know. I don't know what it is, but I guess maybe it's when I played Echo on the Dolphin.
Right.
Like they had such good music and atmospheric sounds.
Yeah.
And even though it was pixelated, I was playing the Dolphin. I threw myself into this game. And I was like, okay, I'm the Dolphin. I'm fighting a giant octopus. What in the world is going on here?
You're trying to use your fins to play the game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's really immersion there. That's really getting into character.
Oh yeah. I was the kid that what's the word? So long story short, some doctor said to my parents that no, she's going to have to go on this type of medication because we've pre-diagnosed her with this disorder. And my mom just looks at him and she says, she sits through a 2.5-hour movie, not getting up, staring at the screen, and you think that she can't sit still?
I like pre-diagnosed.
Like, yeah.
This will eventually happen. So here, go ahead and take these.
Yeah, and even my dad was like, no, I kind of agree with my wife on this. And then when it came to math homework, no, it was a lecture and a half. Sorry, I'm not listening. I'm not entertained. If I'm not entertained, I don't listen.
Yep, there you go. Well, Subnautica is going to entertain you, but I can understand.
Oh, I have no doubt.
I can understand because I've watched a lot of it, and when they start getting problems with the oxygen stuff, is when I start going, I can't breathe. Like, that really does draw you in. Now that tells me too that it's a great game because it does draw you in.
The one that's going to get me is since I do a lot of research on the games that I'm going to play beforehand.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of an audiophile person. I love sound effects.
Yes.
But when there's no sound effects in water and they got that to a T, that flips me over the table because that's peak gaming right there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I am so terrified. What is going to happen? I can't tell what's going to happen if I don't have sound.
Yes. There's no sound cue. What's happening? What? Yeah, you that's really tough. That's one of the things I used to love in radio is the old sound effects stuff. And when I started back in the 80s, our sound effects were all on records, LP records. And
Oh, nice.
yeah, we had an old BBC collection of sound effects, and some of them were dead on, some of them were stupid. Probably the worst one we had was one that was supposed to be a spring, and it was just a guy going boing.
Yeah, that broke the immersion, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm like, wow. I hope he got a lot from the BBC for that one.
Like, how many pennies did we spend?
Yeah, how many was it? Wasn't that pennies? Shillings. You got 2 shillings for that one. Boing. So that somewhere there's this guy who probably now 80 years ago recorded the word boing, and we're playing it on the radio.
Right.
He probably didn't even think about it at the time. Just boing and go to the next thing.
Yeah.
So for you,
did you ever watch King of the Hill?
Oh yes, yes. I used to do a pretty good Hank Hill, but I can't do it twice in a row.
Nice. The one that I always got was the guy with the ventriloquist dummy when he said that he would go into sound effects.
Yes.
And he goes like, "I was the first guy to do windshield wipers."
He invented it. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I there was a ventriloquist named Edgar Bergen, who was Candice Bergen's father, and he did he had a radio show with his ventriloquist dummy.
Oh, wow.
A radio show with his ventriloquist.
That would be interesting.
Yes. And it was funny. I mean, if you listen back to it, it's funny. The problem was when television came around, everybody saw that his lips moved all the time. There's this legendary radio artist, and you can't watch him because his lips are moving the whole time he was doing. On radio, you couldn't tell; it didn't make any difference. But for you, what do you got planned for this year? Do you have any big plans set up? Do you have any big goals for yourself?
Well, we just achieved a goal that I didn't think that would happen in maybe like 2 or so years, but it was achievable in a year and a half, which was amazing. We just reached 1K followers on Twitch.
Congratulations.
I am so floored and honored. In all honesty, I just want to start. I know I personally can't because it's all by word of mouth, sort of thing. Maybe get sponsorships or something like that, or is what I'm hoping for. Maybe someone might notice me and to help, I guess you could say, propel the fact that I would like to make this a full-time job. Yeah. Yeah. But I know that is definitely way down the line.
Yeah. It's going to take a lot of work and some marketing and lots of words that VTubers don't like to say.
Yeah. It's also going to take a lot of research on people that the VTuber needs to know about as well. Yeah. So it goes both ways. I've had some I've got stories to tell for some things. Yes. And it's just you just got to get back up on the horse and you got to go for it again.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, it's absolute pleasure talking with you and meeting you here, and you got such a great outlook toward it. And obviously a great voice and a great personality for it. So I'm not putting anything past you. I think that it certainly is right in front of you, and hopefully it's within reach for you sooner than later. I think that you're just wonderful to talk with.
If it is in God's plan, then it is part of the plan. That's all I'm going with.
That's the biggest plan. That is the biggest plan. Thank you so much for coming on. We're going to have all the links in the description for this interview. And it has been an absolute pleasure talking with you, Gloria.
Thank you, Eric. It has been an honor, and thank you as well.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.